Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joppy Noodle Legs here today. Got a little bit of a special unboxing today. I've got a nice little parcel today from Amy Boulton. Now you might all know Amy. She's a regular on a lot of our channels and she appears on a lot of our lives and she loves her spiders. Well, she's gifted me this little sling today. Now it's a T-Vegans. Now you may remember a good few months ago, beginning of the year, Mark the spider guy gifted me a T-Vegan. Well, it was a very small sling and it's turned out that T-Vegans isn't a T-Vegans. It's a Bumba horrida, which is a Brazilian redhead, which is still amazing and awesome. So I'm glad to have that in my collection. So that left me the space to get still after T-Vegans. So anyway, Amy messaged me, said, "Oh, Joff, I've got a little spiderling. You know, it's not very big, just a little spiderling, but you're more than welcome to have that for your collection." I thought, oh, I would love it. Thank you very much. So she's gifted me this little sling, and it's arrived today. So let's just open it for you. It's really well packaged, Amy. This is the first time Amy's posted anything, I believe. So she's packed it in really, really well, bless her heart. She's done a great little job. Let's move out some of these peanuts. And so I can move, she's put a box in a box, look at that. Very, very professional, Amy, awesome. I'm so lucky to have some amazing friends. And Amy's lovely, she's absolutely lovely. I've been nagging her to do her own YouTube channel. She is on TikTok. So if you want to go and check her out on TikTok, she does post a few sort of shorts, but I wish she would do a YouTube channel. Even if she just posts shorts like TikTok, do it on YouTube. It would still be a good channel. I'd love to see that. Anyway, she's packaged it really, really well. Bless her little heart. What's going on here? Amy, you naughty girl. What's on here? What have we got here? There's more than one spider in here, darling. Here we go. Here's the T-Vegans. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. And there's another spider in here. The N. Incia, is it? I'm going to look this one up, what this one is. Awesome. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, Amy. That's incredibly generous of you, my lovely. What's this? There's even more things in here. Oh my god, look, she gave me like a little hide. That's amazing. And a little water bowl. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Amy. That's incredible. It's over generous of you, my lovely. What an amazing human being Amy is. I mean, Amy, she's an amazing person. She's extremely caring. As we all know, she's got her young person in her life, and she looks after her extremely well. And she's just, you know, always on the lives, always supportive of everyone's channel. And now she's gone out of her way and sent me 2 spiders. You know, I was only expecting this little vegan. But then there's another one. Is it the N-Incia? Not sure. Is that the N-Incia Gold? I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to just look that one up because I'm not sure. But wow, thank you so much, Amy. That's incredible. So I don't know the exact size of these spiders. I have seen photos of the T-Vegan and it looks just over a centimetre. So I'm expecting the other one to be the same sort of size. So I'm just going to get my head together around housing these two and what I'm going to use. Please excuse me guys, I'm also looking up this other spider that she sent me here at the same time. So I'm just sort of having a quick look, just so I know what it is that I'm looking at, that is, if it's a terrestrial or wherever it is. Let's have a quick look. There we go, Enincia tarantula. Enincia gold. Okay. I think it's going to be a terrestrial species. So what I'll do, I'll set it up as a terrestrial. So let me have a little look. Now I've got these tubs, which is what I think I'm going to use. Now if one of them turns out to be a bit bigger than what I thought, I have got one of these which I use for some of my other things. So that when I get a sling, I tend to put them in these kind of tubs, and then when they've molted 1 or 2 times a little bit bigger, I'll then upgrade them to this. This is their forever spiderling home until I upgrade them to their juvenile. Now sometimes juveniles I will rehome straight into their adult if I think that they can cope with that, but let's see how we go. That's cool. Thank you so much, Amy. So what I'm going to do is first of all get this stuff together, and then we'll unbox and rehouse them. So let's do that now, shall we? Right, so first of all, let's have a little look at the tea vegans. Now, let me get some stuff straight. I don't know the exact size of the spider. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it up in one of these. Now, if it's a little bit bigger, we can just cup it out, can't we? And move it into a bigger one. So, let's give it a little bit of substrate. I'm going to use the lovely things that Amy has supplied for the baby. Here we go. Nice little water bowl. I'll give it a little bit more substrate. I'm not sure about the Enincia, and if I remember right, I think it's called the Trinidad olive. I'm sure it is, and if so, then that might be a sort of semi-fossorial species, so it might need a bit of a deeper sort of substrate. But this one here is going to be for the tea vegans. I'm just making a little hide there for it, so hopefully it will use that. A little water bowl. I'm going to pop this little fake plant in there, just to give it something to hide or web up, or if it wants to. And I'm going to put in a little pinch of just a pinch of moss, not a lot. Again, just to keep a little bit of humidity in there for it. There we go. It's a nice little setup there for the baby. So let's have a little look there, the little setup. I think that's going to be cute for the little baby. Again, like I said, if it is a little bit larger, then we can always cup the baby out and move, or we can just walk it over into a larger enclosure. But I think that's perfectly fine for this baby. Let's see if we can get the camera angle down so you can see us move it over. So what we'll do now, we'll move this baby over, shall we, while we've got it all out and set up. Again, I can only thank Amy so much. Your kindness is beyond anything. I mean, to offer me a gift of a spider is unbelievable, but then to offer me a gift of 2 spiders, wow, that's just amazing. Thank you so much, Amy, and the lovely hide, and also the lovely water dish. What I'm going to do, guys, actually, because it's a sling, I'm going to pop this enclosure into another pot in case we have a runner. So just let me set that up now. Okay, so what I've obviously done, I've popped the enclosure into this bigger one, just in case it is a bit going to be a little bit of a runner. And so it means that if it runs out over the side of its enclosure, it's going to run basically into the big enclosure, so it's not going to sort of be running away. So let's pop some water in the little water bowl. This spider has already got a name. It's going to be called Mac, after Amy's young person. It's the only really sort of great tribute thing I could do, really. So it's already got a name. Its name is Mac. So what we're going to do now is just move the baby over. So let's have a quick look. Fingers crossed it's not too far at the top. So I'm going to lower this down a bit, guys. Hopefully you can see something. Just going to gently move the tissue. And I'm gently going to move this. Oh, there's the baby. He wants to come out already. Come on, sweetheart. You want to come out? Hey? You're in the noodle room now. Yeah. So be very, very gentle with slings, my friends, because they're tiny, tiny little spiders. So we're going to encourage this one just to pop itself out. And it's on the tissue. It's encourage it to come off the tissue. And it's off. And it's into the enclosure. It's very, very small. So it is in the right home. You can just about make him out. It's just there by the plant. Do you see it? It's a very small little T. vagans. Beautiful. Thank you, Amy. I will look after this little baby. You can see it there, can't you? On the plastic plant. So that's cool. Now, at this age, you want to be feeding them. I'll be offering this small pre-killed crickets at this age. When it's molted out another time, I will then start introducing small live crickets. I don't like to waste too much time on fruit flies and stuff like that. I'm going to just giving it pre-killed food, and if I haven't got anything small, you get a larger pre-animal pre-kit, and then you cut it to bits and give it little bits of a pre-kill, because at this age and size they will scavenge. So there we are. That is the T. vagans. Cute little thing. Thank you so much, Amy. I know it's only tiny, but Mac's gonna have a good little life here. I'll be looking after it. As you can see, it's already got like a luxury little house for its size. But it's just providing the spider everything it needs. It's got really quite deep substrate if it wants to burrow. It's got water. There it is there, see? It's got hiding places, it's got a hide, it's got some moss to help keep any humidity in there. This T. vagans is called the Mexican red rump, is the common name. So what we're going to do, guys, is just pop the little lid on the little guy. These pots are great because, let me zoom out a little bit, guys, because they've got these little flaps here. So if you're going to be feeding or doing the water, you haven't got to keep taking the lid off all the time to disturb the spider. You can just use that little flap. So there we go. That's my little T. vagans rehouse. So what we're going to do now is set up the house for the Trinidad olive. Let's do that now then, shall we? So right, so now we're going to have a little go at this Insia or the Trinidad olive. Like I said, if I remember right, they're sort of semi-fossorial. So I'm going to put a little bit more deeper substrate in this one. Not a lot, because these are not that deep anyway. And again, if it's a little sling, which I hope it is, well, if it's not, I've got that larger container anyway. We can easily move that over. So we'll give this a couple of good handfuls of substrate. There we go. Probably all we'll need. So that's quite a nice depth, as you can see. Yep. Perfect. Give that a little press down. A little bit of cork bark will go in there. I'm going to make a starter burrow into the cork bark, just to encourage the baby to use that. Again, Amy, I can't thank you enough, my lovely. Thank you so much. So generous of you. Amy's so lovely. She's always a part of she comes into my premieres quite a bit. Obviously she's busy, you know, she's got a Mac and everyone to take care of her family, but she still makes time for others, which is amazing. So thank you so much, Amy. Let's try and encourage a little hole there for the, there we go. So I've made like a little, don't know if you guys can pick that up. It's like a little hide there, you see, so you can hide underneath there. I'll pop a little bit of substrate on the back of the hide, just to give that covering over. It just encourages the baby to use the hide more than anything else. Little water bowl, pop that in the corner there, and I've got one of those little plant things in it. It's just nice, so I'm not looking at a plain sort of piece of dirt, you know. Let's have a little look, see if I can pop this anywhere, maybe here. Let's have a little look. Obviously don't want to cover the hide entrance up, because I want the little one to find that, so maybe not there. Let's have a little look. Maybe if I move the plant over here. I like to put these things in, guys, just a simple reason being, it just gives your baby another little hiding spot. So we'll pop the little water bowl there. You know, just gives it that little extra of a little hiding spot. Again, just making sure it knows clearly where its little hide is. A little drop of water. And again, I'll give it a pinch of moss. Just to give it a bit of, you know, it's a different texture, and it will help to hold a little bit of humidity in there for the little baby. There we are. So we'll have a little look at that. Simple little setup. It's got a tiny little hide, so I say if it wants to burrow, it can make its way down into that little burrow there. Cool. So what we're going to do now, guys, is do the same as the other one, and we'll get the baby out. So here we are again, right, for the second spider, which is again, it's this one was really unexpected. I didn't expect this spider at all, so it's amazing. Thank you so much. Like I said, way too kind. Thank you so much, Amy. Really appreciate it. So far we've unboxed it, and it was boxed amazingly. It was so well. Both spiders were all packed in nice and safe, double boxed. No need for a little heat pad this time of year, because it's not that cold yet. It's just mild. So yeah, so it's all packed amazing. We've done the T vegans, and it was beautiful. Tiny little thing, but it's going to be well looked after, and it's got a lovely little home in the hide there. I'm just looking on a little baby now, bless its heart. So and what I'll do with these guys, I'll give them a day or so to settle in, and then I will attempt to feed. So what we're going to do now is this little baby, which I believe is going to be the Trinidad Olive. Again, I have no idea the size, so because I wasn't expecting this at all, but there we go. I'll try and put it there, guys, so you can see. These are so well packaged, Amy. Be very gentle. Okay, see a leg. Okie dokie. So we're gonna very gently try and move the tissue out with spider into. Oh, spiders come out inside the actual pot. This is a nice size, Amy. This one. I'm wondering if this pot's going to be too small. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I'm just wondering if this is going to be too small for this spider. Not sure. Really not sure. Looks like I do have the larger one. But do you know what? I think I'm going to stick to this pot at the moment. And once I see the spider out, then we'll have an idea of if it's actually too small. Right, sorry about that. My SD card on my phone was full, and we've had a little Herbert get out of the pot. So what I'm going to do, guys, is actually, while it's in there, I'm going to actually set up the bigger pot, because I think this will need the bigger enclosure, to be honest. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. So give me 1 second, guys, while I just set things up. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is set it up into this larger enclosure that I've got, because it is a bit bigger than, because it will need rehousing pretty much after 1 molt. So I'm going to set it up into this one, and it decided to wander out of the little pot when I was messing about with my camera. But that's why you use your big pot, guys, because when it does go wandering, it will just go wandering into the big pot. So let me just take all this out, guys, and put all this into the bigger enclosure. Give it another handful of substrate. There we go. Again, I'm going to pop my cork bark in there, guys. Going to pop that like that. Make it into like a little hide by using my finger. There we go. So it's got a hide, it can dig out. Let's make this a nice flat substrate. The little thing's wandering around in that pot. Yeah. I'm just making that into a nice sort of size hide for it. Okay. It will wander around in there, and what I'll do in a minute, I'll get my catch cup. I'll catch the baby up, and then I will move it over again. Let's pop the plant in there. There's a bit of green. Pop my water bowl back in. A little bit of moss. There we go. This is going to be a better little setup for it. It's got more space there. So let me put my hands on my little catch cup. And I'll very gently try and catch that baby up. Yeah. So just give me a second, guys, when I get myself a bit organised. So I've got myself a catch cup, got myself a bit of cardboard. I'm going to try and catch this little baby that is in here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it would just be great if I could put my hand on my paintbrush, but sadly I can't. So I'm hoping that the baby will. It's very quick. It's very quick, this one. So I'm going to hope this is going to go smoothly. Let me just check a few things out. Yeah, it should be alright. Let me just check something out with this. See if I can get that in there. Yeah, that's probably a bit too big. If I can make that a bit smaller. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm going to just wait for the baby to sort of just settle down for a few seconds and go down towards the bottom, because I'm not going to take the lid off while it's up here at the top. Yes, I will let it wander down. I will loosen the lid very gently. It's going to skip, no doubt, when I loosen this lid. I'm going to try now and pop the catch cup over the little baby. Or if it goes on the side like that, that's fine. Oh, it feels, there we go, it's in the catch cup, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is use a little bit of cardboard to try and squeeze under there without the spider jumping out. Okay, so the spider's on the glass there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to pop the lid on this little hide, enclosure, sorry, and I'm going to try and lift this over into there. Now, you probably didn't see that sadly on camera, but basically what I did, I very gently lifted that little catch cup out. So what we need now is the baby to come out of the pot and into its new home. So we will try it and see if it will come out for us. There we go, it's out. And I can bring you over and you can have a little look. There we go. There we go. That was a little adventure, wasn't it, for us? So there we are. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, it's a nice lively little thing, isn't it? It's beautiful though. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous little spider. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. Look at those beautiful colours. Those sort of gold colours, and it's even got like sort of yellowy green on its abdomen. Beautiful. But let's keep this spider secure now, shall we? And just close that little lid. I do not want it to find its little way out of its little new home. There we go. Awesome. So there we go. 2 new spiders rehoused. Wow. This was just going to be a normal day off, and I've ended up with 2 spiders. That cannot be bad. Cannot be a bad day at all, can it? Really? Right. Let's have a little look if we can. Just double checking that that spider won't be able to get out of those holes. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, so let's have a little look at what we received today from Amy Boulton. First of all, I got this amazing, beautiful little tea vegan. which I really wanted in my collection. It's one of the species that I've been wanting for a while, and so now eventually I have actually got one in my collection. Probably won't see it because it was a tiny little thing, and I'm hoping it's probably found its little hide or something while it's having a little discovery of its new home, or it's probably gone hiding underneath the plant. This one I don't mind taking the little lid off because it's not as nowhere near as skittish as that other one. So give me a second, guys, while I just take the lid off. There's that other one, look. See, it's sitting up there on the side of the there. Luckily it's gone up to the top, so I know now it can't escape through those air vents. Anyway, so in there is a little T. vagans. So not sure where the little baby is because it is tiny, but it's got it set up there in a nice beautiful little home. I just need to obviously locate it, and like I said, what I'll be doing with this one, I'll be putting in pre-killed small crickets for it. Beautiful little thing it was. Don't know where it is now though. I think it's going to be underneath this plant somewhere, hiding. Or was that a leg there? Yeah, I think it's going to be underneath the plant here somewhere. I think I see like a little leg underneath there. So that baby's going to be settling into its new home. That's the one that Amy said she was going to send me. And she also sent me that amazing hide and the amazing little water bowl, which is amazing. And she sent me another spider, which is up here discovering the roof. You can just see it, look. Looking for its little exits. You're not going to find one, baby, because you can't fit through there. And that is the Trinidad olive, I believe. I need to do a little research on that because it wasn't one on my list. So it is a completely new species to me. But what an amazing spider. Thank you so much. Your generosity is just incredible. I cannot thank you enough. So there we go. I'll just pop that there. And we'll pop that little baby there. There we are then. So I've got two new additions to the collection. T. vagans and the N. Insia. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So thank you so much for that, Amy. I'm extremely grateful. So I'll do my normal sort of shout outs before I leave the video. I'd like to obviously give a shout out to Mark the Spider Guy, RS Designs, Peter Webster, Spider Mum 1978, Unusual Pets, Incredible Inverts and Other Animals, Tina Deep Blue Sea, Robbie's Talking Teas, Tom's Big Spiders, Dave's Little Beasties, Tarantula Collective, Ellie's Bug Babies. All amazing channels, and Unseen Universe. Go and check all those channels out, guys, please. Amazing channels. And most of all, I'd like to thank Amy Boulton, for these amazing gifts. They come amazingly, really well packaged, in great health, Amy. They arrived really safely, and they're both really cool. So I've decided to go with the bigger enclosure for the N. Insia. Two reasons. One, it's a lot more livelier. So I've given it a little bit more space, and it is a bit bigger. It's that one I would say is just nearly 2 centimeters, maybe getting on towards near 3. So that's a good size for that spider. It will settle in. It's got some nice deep substrate if it wants to burrow. As you can see, it's got a hide, it's got a water bowl, it's got a bit of moss, it's got a fake plant to hide under, and it's got a lid to sit on, which I think is what it's doing at the moment. Yeah, so what I did, I was looking on my phone at the Insia on my other phone to find out a bit more about it, and the little thing decided to sort of crawl over the top, and I found it sitting in in there. So I moved out the enclosure and put the lid on, and that's when I decided, yeah, I'm going to move it over to a bigger enclosure. So that was fine. That is why, guys, you put your smaller pots in a big pot, because the spider might be like that, just wants to have a little wander around. It's not being aggressive. It wasn't trying to run away. It was just having a look around, because it was sort of like, some spiders are like that, but inquisitive. So it was having a little look around at things, and that's fine. So what we did, we got a trusty little catch cup, which was provided by Russell of RS Designs. Just caught it up. I was going to put some cardboard underneath it and move it over, but it was sat on there. It was sat on the side. I thought, if I very gently, so I put the lid on, so if it did decide to run again, it can't go anywhere because of the sides of the top. So I just very, very carefully lifted up gentle with hardly any movement and just popped it down. And I popped it down, I moved it to the side, gave it like a little tap, and the little baby walked out. And it's in there very safe. And it's beautiful. What amazing colours on that spider. So it wasn't one on my sort of list to get, but I've got it now. And that's thanks to you, Amy. I'm going to have to think of a name for that one. Obviously, my little tea vagrants has got a name of Mac. Named after Mac, of course. That's from Amy's family. So I'll find another little name for this little one here. As it was quite bolty and it's from Amy Boulton, I might call it Boulton actually. So it's sort of a bit bolty and it's from Bolton. So that name could be Bolton. So there we are. We've got Mac and we've got Bolton. There we are. That's the two names for the new spiders. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, thank you so much, Amy, for the amazing gifts. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Until next time, guys, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.